Welcome to Eddie's Football Waffle. Yeah.
Guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
Please get with the kind policy that I request. Hit the like, the free like, on the possibility, the premise that the video will be good.
Let's do this.
And if not, you can take back your free like a stingy motherfucker.
Shut your mouth!
Anyway, England relegated from the Nations League. For anyone that gives a flying fuck. I mean, international break, Man United are not playing. I had to get in there and watch some practical football again. I wanted to see what's going to happen. I watched the last game, 4-0 against a very hungry. I had to keep going and see what this England team could do. I had to see what Southgate's men could do to try to recover. But we see what was always going to happen under this kind of pragmatic coach with a legacy of relegations. Yes, okay, you look at the fact that he's only had one previous relegation, but I think that's one too many for someone that's managing what should be one of the top teams in the world, and he has no other wins in terms of trophies at a top level. This guy's integrity has to be questioned.
Yarm.
Picking the likes of Maguire after he said before, I'm going to pick players based on form, integrity, and he's picking Maguire who can't even get 10 minutes in the Manchester United side who's now on form, and also a Man United player who has a legacy of what was 4 relegations and is now 5 with this relegation with England. This is madness. The Twilight Zone has got to be ended. People have to be picked based on form and not privilege. Whatever privilege these guys have has to be turned around if England are going to go to the next stage.
Oh my brother, testify!
As I said, this kind of loss was going to come again because we saw Southgate. For those people who care, Southgate tried the attacking with the 4-3-3 versus Hungary. Failed. It looked like a defensive coach trying to go for attacking tactics. Because in this Italy game, he went back to the 4-2-3-1 and tried pressing. But a defensive coach trying to attack with such a bottom-heavy formation, it just seems like you're trying to hammer in a nail with the handle. You've got all of your girth at the wrong side. You've got pretty much 7 defensive players, including the keeper, and only 4 attacking players, and you're trying to press. It's not really going to be that mobile. So, looking at the game, from what I saw, I put a nice little cheeky bet on Italy, even though the bookies had them at 3-1 at home, and England were favourites at 2-1. I was like, I'm still going to bet on Italy, the home team, and England just lost 4-0 in the last one. I mean, come on, I'm from England, but really, I just look at football and go, okay, I'm going to bet on what I think is going to happen. I'm taking any allegiances out of the game. And I was right in the end. Won myself a nice 10 quid. Yay, I'm getting a nice pizza later.
I like pizza. I like bagels. I like hot dogs with mustard and beer.
I get the picture.
And I was almost regretting it after the first 20 minutes. I couldn't believe how bad the likes of even experienced guys that they had in there, even though they were missing a lot of players, they had the likes of Barella. Barella couldn't even put a pass together on a counter-attack. It was like he was on a Zimmer frame. This guy didn't have any calibration with the pace of the game, putting the ball out of play. Both teams in the first half had a few good transitions, and then toothless in front of goal. Really bad dross first half.
Sometimes maybe shit.
But then second half, and this is where the managers came into play. Mancini changed the game, which, by the way, Italy only had the only good player on Italy was Bonucci, and he was pretty much the Pirlo of their defense. It was left to him to do some playmaking because everyone else, they were being bummy. They weren't doing enough. But anyway, getting back to Mancini, made the changes when it was 0-0. Italy pushed up a bit more. They put on Nonto, the token black guy in the team who does look very good. Come on, man, you've got to be like Balotelli. You've got to fucking score some goals now, man. If you can take your shirt off and do the pose, that's the one. But yeah, put on Nonso, put on Pogba.
Huh?
I can't even say his name. The name looks like Pumper, but it's Pogba. Put him on. They start to push up, got control of the game, and the pillar of defense Bonucci put in a nice through ball for Raspadori, who, by the way, that brings me to some of the B/C string players that were in this team, like I said earlier. Raspadori, DeMarco, Acerbi had the messy, calamitous touches of hyenas. But on this occasion, Bonucci put in a nice ball into Raspadori, and he rasped a nice fucking side net finish.
That over his shoulder, wanting room for the shot, got it!
And a nice little side net finish past, I think it was Popengar, I can't remember. But they started to source a bit with 1-2s and stuff. Southgate reacted late. Put on Shaw and Grealish. Grealish had a bit of a good game. Shaw was looking like he was coming straight from Burger King with his languid play. Hardly overlapping, he was underlapping, and at points there was Maguire overlapping at left wing back because Shaw wasn't doing the overlapping job. This is why Southgate is fraudulent. He said he would pick players based on their form. He picked Maguire and Shaw, who are not getting in the Man United team, not on form. He's picking favourites. And guess who was doing that before and failed? Gareth Southgate is Ole Gunnar Southgate.
Fantastic.
But anyway, that's my reaction to it, man. Ultimately, England have got to get a new manager. Come on, that play and what they're doing now is just awful. Relegation. That's what's going on. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the game, if you cared about it or whatever. Peace.